How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend so far. So this video was highly requested from a lot of my subscribers, and I've gotten messages about it. So we're going to be covering it, and we're going to be talking about ticker symbol CAN. Canaan, right? So if we take a look at what happened on Friday, the high of the day was $29.42, and the low of the day was $27.25, and it ended up closing the day at $27.62. So when I get asked about this, like, Dre, is this a good play if you're trying to be playing off cryptocurrency? We see that Bitcoin has been rising. We've seen a lot of stocks in this particular sector moving very, very well. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be breaking down this company. We're going to be going on their website. We're going to be checking out their products. We're going to see what they're about and any recent news, especially looking at their recent financials. These are important things you need to know before investing or before becoming a shareholder. So we're going to be getting into that. And then after that, I'm also going to be putting in a technical analysis so you guys can have a good idea of price actions and certain areas that you want to look out for. I also want to put in the disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. So when you do invest, just know you're doing it at your own risk. Let's start it. Test one, test two. So we're now on the Canaan website, and I must say it has a really nice presentation to it, very responsive as well. So you can see that they have their highlights here. So Bloomberg giving its outlook in regards to crypto, and also it shows there another recent highlight from the news that they had that Canaan supplies 6,000 Bitcoin miners to leading mining operator Core Scientific. So what we want to do is actually check out the About Us section. We want to get a little bit more of a deep dig of what this company is all about. So here we go. Canaan is a leading provider of supercomputing solutions distinguished for superior cost efficiencies and performance. In addressing the limitations of today's computing hardware, Canaan strives to advance the world we live in by powering transformative technologies. If you take a look at this image right here, are some of the milestones that they have achieved since they've been established back in 2013. And by taking a look at it, you can definitely see that this is a company that is definitely focusing on expanding and growing. So those are one of the things you want to look for when you're investing in a company. The most notably out of these milestones that they have achieved is 2019 being listed on the NASDAQ, and also they were awarded China's high-tech enterprise certification, and as you can see most recently, the third generation AI chip that is suitable for edge and cloud computing. So there's been some changes in the industry overall in general, and it just shows that they're staying up to date. Let's continue. Canaan is renowned for having invented the world's first ASIC-powered Bitcoin mining machine in 2013, radically catalyzing the growth of a computationally advanced Bitcoin mining sector. So this alone right here is huge. Being the world's first ASIC-powered Bitcoin mining machine in 2013, this just shows that they have a lot of skin in the game, as I like to call it. Let's continue. Today, Canaan continues to be the second largest designer and manufacturer of Bitcoin mining machines globally. This is another thing that is great to see as well. They're actually in the forefront in regards to manufacturing for Bitcoin mining machines. Developed through academic research, rigorous expertise in semiconductor design, and backed by a robust network of strategic partners, Canaan continues to expand its suite of advanced hardware offerings, exploring opportunities across some of the world's most exciting emerging technologies. So here's a little bit about Nangang Zhang. So he's the founder, chairman, and CEO of Canaan, a leading provider of supercomputing solutions while specializing in the field of supercomputing. NG explored the potential of application-specific integrated circuit design, ASIC, consequently launching the world's first cryptocurrency miner based on ASIC chips and catalyzing the era of ASIC mining. If we take a look, which we already know already, this company is also based in China. So let's quickly take a look at their products. We could see we have the Avalon miner. So they have the A12, they also have the A11, and they also have the A10, as you can see right here in front of you. And then the milestone from producing the world's first Bitcoin miner to becoming first in the industry. So as we expand, we can see all of the hardware that they've started with since 2013, leading all the way up to 2020. So this is actually great to see in regards that they do have an expertise in this particular area. The next thing that we want to take a look at really quickly in the next product section. So the next thing that we want to take a look at is the Kendryte K210. So the K210 is the most powerful edge computing chip designed for both visual and semantic recognition, widely used in various scenarios, right? So here are some of the quick highlights on it. So if we take a look quickly at some of the features, so high performance, high efficiency. With high computing power at 1 TOPS, the K210 consumes only 0.3 watts, while other typical devices consume 1 watt. The K210 comes with SRAM and offline database, which allows complete offline data processing and storage on the device. The next feature, widely used in various scenarios. K210 is capable of the face detection and face recognition, image recognition, and image classification, and anti-spoof. So now we're going to be taking a look at a quick overview of the Avalon Immersion cooling miner. We went over that they have the models of the A10, the A11, and A12, but what is it all about? So leveraging a Metrotronics hardware design, the Avalon Immersion cooling miner offers a high degree of integration within single mining modules, running 90 mining module deployments simultaneously with an overclock mining ratio of 40 to 50%. The immersion cooling miner has a leading edge in computing power while enabling a noiseless, eco-friendly, and mining experience. So if we look at the first highlight, overclocked mining reduces cost per terabyte. The immersion cooling miner boasts an overclocking ratio of up to 40 to 50%. Its single module only requires 2 hash boards, which provides computing capabilities equivalent to 3 air-cooled hash boards, offering significant cost efficiencies per terabyte for customers. It's also noiseless and eco-friendly. The immersion cooling miner sees single modules running seamlessly within the liquid coolant, resulting in a noiseless mining experience. With reduction in heat expelled from the hardware, this can help to improve a mining farm's operating environment, generating cost savings in cooling expenditures. And then highlight 3, elimination of dust particles prolongs the machine's lifespan. As the mining module is completely immersed in liquid coolant, this serves to eliminate any possibilities of dust absorption within the machine. This helps to reduce electrostatic damage caused by internal microdust particles, thereby prolonging the machine's lifespan. They also got a quick little video for us. All right, so we're now on the news section of the website. This is where they put all the recent press releases and so forth. So what we're going to be taking a look at is Canaan announced improved revenue visibility in 2021. I think that's important for us to take a look at here. Canaan announced improved revenue visibility in 2021. Canaan today announced that its revenue visibility has improved substantially in 2021. As a result of attending purchase orders totaling more than 100,000 units of Bitcoin mining machines from customers in North America, many of those purchase orders were placed with repayment and will likely occupy the company's current manufacturing capacity entirely for the full year of 2021 and beyond. With those fully committed purchase orders, the company now enjoys a much higher degree of revenue visibility and more precise forecasts. As such, the company is able to leverage such information and additional liquidity to conduct its component purchases, production scheduling, and warehousing and logistics. Mr. Nankang Zhang, chairman and CEO of Canaan, commented, "We have changed our operation model in 2021. Previously, we were selling Bitcoin mining machines mostly to individual mining operators who may not have longer-term planning. In late 2020, we shifted our client base to the mostly publicly traded companies and Bitcoin-focused investment funds, which tend to place sizable orders with longer-term commitments. Again, this is great to hear if you're considering being a shareholder and investing in the company. As a result, we can now forecast our revenue much more precisely. Our increased revenue visibility is not only enabling us to plan our production and logistics well in advance, but also helping us to optimize our cost structure and improve our customer satisfaction rate. Above all, it should help us achieve profitable growth for the long run. So Bloomberg's report highlights Bitcoin price consolidation is within the range of 40,000 to 60,000 with a greater likelihood of responsive buyers on the lower end of the range. Amid an increasingly favorably microeconomic environment, optimism remains for Bitcoin's growth with its next price threshold estimated at 100,000. So like I was saying this before, and why I like covering cryptocurrency, it's becoming even more legitimate. This is also mentioned in the first paragraph as well, alongside with the capital markets. So this can only benefit Canaan moving forward. All right, so we're going to be doing a technical analysis on Canaan. So as you can see, it is on quite the run up. We see right here it was at a low of $4.30 back in January, hitting a high of $39.10 being that resistance area that it needs to pass. Of course, we've had a kind of a correction and there's been a lot of volatility in the market. Now we see it down here at the price of $27.62. So for this particular play, if Bitcoin continues to be as bullish as it is, we could definitely look forward to seeing a move coming into that $30 range for next week. But here's the thing, if we have more pullback and we have more volatility, then I would definitely look out for an entry here right at $24.82. I know it's been a while since it's been there, but we can't ignore this downward trend that we are seeing. So if you're able to catch it even at 26, this is not a bad area, but catching it at 25 or at 24.82 would be a great way to get your position in, especially if you're considering investing in this stock. Now what we want to take a look at is also the resistance area. Since it finished at $27.62, we definitely want to see it look forward to making a move to getting past here right around this 29 area. And as you can see, if we get through that 32 area, the next thing to look forward to is around 33. So definitely look out for a pullback if possible. So for my final thoughts, I'd like to say thank you to my subscribers who brought this to my attention. I believe that Canaan is a very solid company and they are primed for some serious growth moving forward, especially as Bitcoin continues to run and its legitimacy gets even higher by being more widely adopted, especially in the capital markets. If you're a believer like myself that believes that Bitcoin is going to be hitting 100K either by the end of this year or by the beginning of next year, then this is definitely a play to consider. But of course, this is not financial advice. Also, I really like how the play is. We have a lot of different companies coming into this space. We've talked about many of them on the channel already, but I love this play because it does add some diversity. Instead of focusing on plays with companies that, that are going to be focused on actually mining Bitcoin and Ethereum and so forth, this is a company that's supplying the hardware. So it's a different way to actually get your hands and get your feet wet inside the industry. And I'm definitely looking forward to actually picking up some shares on Monday. And I'm going to be respecting those price levels that I talked about in the technical analysis portion as well. Hope you guys found this helpful and we'll talk soon.